something that will vindicate you to a lot of people. Now when you talk about the book, what inspired you to write this book? Everyone has different things that happen in their lifetime, but when did you say to yourself, hey, I think I can, reach people by writing a book to really help them understand, how to go about the game the right way?
I think when you get older and you look back on your career, you always say, if I only knew then what I know now. This book is basically a letter to all those student athletes and those aspiring basketball players coming up and say, how is it that I do these things that I see on TV? How is it that I get in position for a dunk? How is it that I come off the screen? What is it that I have to do personally to take my game to the next level? So that really inspired me to write the book. I write a news column on hoopsaddict.com, and my second article got picked up by USA Today.
Oh, wow.
Wow. And it just meant that a lot of players and a lot of aspiring players need this information. So I wanted to put it all into a book along with my videos and just make it available for kids.
Well, I know your video on YouTube is actually at over 2 million views, so congratulations on that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, you get 2 million people looking at it, then obviously somebody can walk away. And the saying, if at least one person walks away, you've been successful. I think you probably will have more than one if you have 2 million views. So definitely congratulations on that. Now, when you look at today's game, you look at college basketball right now. You see some of the same mainstays there, the Dukes, the North Carolinas, but you also see some younger teams, some upstart programs coming up. Do you feel like college basketball is stable right now, or do you feel like parity sometimes can be a bad thing?
Well, I actually love the parity. I think that with a lot of the all-star players going straight to the NBA or 1 year and done, it's helped the game in some aspects because now we get those teams that actually you get those seniors and those juniors and those kids that actually put in the hard work and been together over years. There's nothing better than to watch a group of kids come in as freshmen and then leave as seniors, much better players. I think that's what the game is all about. So I love the game of college basketball right now.
Yeah, and that's why over the years, the last few years, we've talked about the quote unquote. And one thing we don't like to do on our show is say mid-major because that's a slap in the face to those schools. But to the schools that quote unquote people consider mid-majors, they've been beating the big boys in the tournament, and exactly what you just said. They have guys that have been together for 3-4 years that have matured as people, as players, and then they play, a quote-unquote giant in the game that has, a phenom freshman or a phenom sophomore, but those guys haven't learned how to play with the talent around them, and you see the mid-majors upset them. I think that's a great point. Now, looking at this year, do you see any teams that maybe are out there that maybe we need to be leery of that could sneak up on one of the big boys?
Well, who's on everyone's radar is Davidson, Stephon Curry. I absolutely love his game. Oh, yeah. I would say, with the exception of Jason Williams that played with Duke a couple years ago, he's one of the best players of our time. And what's special about David with Steph Curry and what he does is that it's basketball IQ. Mm-hmm. He goes out there, he executes. He's not really a high flyer. He's not the quickest guy, but he has the basketball IQ. And I think that's what the mid-major level is about.
Do you feel like Steph Curry will translate well to the next level?
Oh, I think so. Before this year, I wasn't sure because he didn't play the point guard position. Mm-hmm. He had an excellent point guard. But now that I actually see him get to play the point guard position and scoring over 40 points on Oklahoma's and teams like Duke, I think that once he gets in the weight room, he gets a little bit stronger because he's going to need that. I think he's going to be an excellent NBA player. Yeah, his basketball IQ is off the charts.
I'm glad to hear you say that because there's still a lot of critics out there. I've had people email me on this show telling me that there's no way he's going to be that good at the next level. And I say when you play against the giants of the game and you drop, just like you said, 40 points on them, and besides that, his father played in the NBA, so he knows all the little nuances on how to get his shot off, and that's why you never really see the guy's shot get blocked. He's not the fastest guy, the most athletic guy, but I still have yet to see someone block his shot.
And I tell you, that's what Jumpstart Hoops is about, jumpstarthoops.com. I'm teaching kids how to use this step back. I'm teaching kids how to cross over. I'm teaching kids how to separate from the defense. And once you get that in your arsenal, you're going to score points. I can say from a very young age, someone took me aside and he taught me a lot of those nuances, and it just set me up for life. I had an ankle injury in high school that was devastating, but I was able to go in college and as a freshman put up 26 points, transfer to University of North Florida, and become the all-time leading scorer from just my basketball IQ.
All right, so what's your career high in the game?
Career high, I would say 38.
Okay, all right. So you were feeling it that game where the basket was just looked like a big trash can.
Well, I tell you, my first zone came at the age of 12, and I put it on YouTube. It's called the best 12-year-old that ever lived, and I scored about 33 points in that game. And I was just a young kid, but I knew how to shoot the ball, and I had a good game.
I saw that. I saw that video. Actually, I did watch the video at the very bottom of and I thought it was just, random kid or something. That was you?
That was me.
Oh, my goodness. Folks, I got to tell you, I saw it. The kid was shooting like from NBA range in the game.
Yeah, that was me at a young age.
I'm surprised your coach didn't pull you, though, for shooting those were some long shots, man.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, you got to have some moxie to be a great scorer.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I got to give you some credit, man, because I saw that. I was actually watching it, and I said to myself, man, this kid must be like 20 looking like he's 12 years old or something. Oh, no. Okay. So he could fill it up from a young age, folks. I got proof of that.
There you go.
Now, right now, folks, I'm talking with Coach Godwin, KORAN Godwin, University of North Florida's all-time leading scorer. You can go to his website, jumpstart33.com, and you can also see that video I was just talking about with him dropping buckets as a 12-year-old. His book is called Everyone Hates a Ball Hog, But They All Love a Score. Now, real quick before we have to wrap, you want to say to the youth out there, to the young people listening to the show, what would you tell them?
I would say I want to empower the student athlete. I want kids to really know that it's not just how you perform on the court, but how you perform off the court. Everything from grades to the mental preparation of the game. Use the game and don't let the game use you. That's my message.
All right. Well, look, man, I definitely appreciate you coming on the show today. I'm excited about some of the things that you're doing, and I'd like to get you on more often. All right.
Oh, definitely. I'll definitely come on anytime you need me, Lake.
Okay. Take care now. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Folks, KORAN Godwin.